they go. Bunch of dolphins. There's one. Maybe it's a shark. Here. Oh, I'm too slow. As we get just in the channel, just wow. All right. Blowing 17 knots. We got wet just trying to get over here. There's the Cape Romain lighthouse. So, kind of beating around trying to see if I can find any shark's teeth. I have not been lucky so far. I found a bunch of shells. We've got some really nice shells up here, but I can't find any shark's teeth. So, yeah, keep looking. That's a lot of seashells. But I'm walking on clams. Hundreds of thousands of clams. There's one, there's one. There's one. Blue crab claw. There's another one. They are everywhere. There's another one. Holy epicness, man. There's another one. That one's got a hole in it. Another crab claw. Good grief. How do you find any sort of teeth on a beach like this? Goodness gracious. Look at all of them. They're just mounded up. Just crazy. There's another one. There's another one. There's another one. There's one. There's one. There's one. There's one. There's another one there. Another one there. Wow. This is crazy. So the water keeps coming through. There's one. There's one there. There's one there. That's a nice one. There's one. That's a decent one. That's kind of cool. There's your clam. There's another one. There's another one. There's another one. Another one. There's one. There. There's one. There. There's one there. There's one there. Just piled up on this beach. Just crazy. There's one. There's a shark's eye. Moon snail. But good luck finding a shark's tooth. Holy crap. Not through all these shells. I mean, just. They're everywhere. That is wild. That is all shells. All the way down there. And it's 4.5, 5 foot tall. Just piled up shells. Wow!
Ouch, bitch. Black fly.
Getting dinner, breakfast. There's a horseshoe crab. Piece of one. This is the very tail end of Bull Island. So Boneyard Beach is over here, behind these trees. That's the northern tip of Bull. And then Buck Hall is like way way up there, almost an hour. So yeah, we figured we'd come over here, poke around, see the sights, and see what Bull Island was all about. Supposedly it's a pretty hot tourist destination. There's trails all back through these trees. There's a way back over here, there's a dock where they bring tourists in from one of the other docks launches on the mainland. They bring the tourists over, and the tourists, I mean, there's just, yeah, you can bring your bike, you can do all that stuff. So kind of cool. Got the boat anchored up. I'm gonna walk down the beach ways. This is the tip of Bull Island. We came up in the boat because it was at least a mile from where we had been before. And I'm just gonna poke around for a little bit, and then we're gonna head back to the RV and back to Virginia. So, yeah, this has been fun. Learned a few things. No, we can't find shark's teeth here. At least, haven't found any yet. But there's definitely plenty of other shells. Definitely make your reservations earlier in the year, because shrimp season opens in late September, and people really start booking up the campgrounds for shrimp season in September and October, which is why I couldn't find anything. The camp director we talked to last night told us that the campground gets booked up almost solid, or you're basically, you won't find a campsite in on the coast anywhere through shrimp season. So yeah, he also told us that they've released the improvement on the campground for bidding. They don't expect it to start until the first of the year. So it's not that the campground is being bid on, it's that it's not that the repairs are being started, it's that they basically, yeah, whatever. Anyway, I'll take some more videos here in a little bit. But yeah. I don't know if you can see this, but look how sparkly that sand is. It's so chock full of mica, it looks like you're walking on glitter. It's crazy. Look at that. I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but that is wild. That is so cool. There's so much mica on this beach that it's like walking on glitter. Wild. So cool. Somebody can't, you can't park there, man. That's no parking zone. These are kind of cool. I've seen a couple of these. Bright yellow. I've seen a pink one and these bright yellow ones. I'll have to walk back and see if I can find the pink one and take a picture or something of that. That was kind of neat. It was a whole lot bigger than that yellow one. Here's another yellow one. Yellow, and here's a pink one. That's pretty cool. This is called Boneyard Beach. This is a tourist destination for a lot of people. All these old trees that were part of that forest over there are now here just rotting on the beach. People like to come up here and see all this. I'm not sure why. I figured I would walk down this far and then turn around and go back. I'm still looking for shark's teeth and I haven't seen a single one. Lots of busted up shells. I mean, there's shells broken up all over the beach, but not a single shark's tooth. I higher up on the beach where the high tide line is on the way back and see if I can't find anything. But yeah, this is Boneyard Beach. These old trees, tree stumps, just sitting here. Oh, I don't know what the heck those things are. That's creepy. Bet that water's nice and hot and full of who knows what. Bunch of little fish and stuff in there. Got some palm trees up there on the high tide line. And further down there, that's more of Boneyard Beach. It's quite a walk from where you get launched if you come here as a tourist. The beach is covered in just fragments of seashells. So this is definitely not the best place to go, at least not this part of the beach, for seashells. I mean, the high tide line up here, it's just the only ones you can really find that are whole are the clamshells. Everything else is crunched up from the waves. I mean, there's nothing here worth taking home. And technically, you're not even supposed to take anything off this island. That's one of the South Carolina rules. But people, the camp, not saying that you're supposed to, but the camp oh, that one's alive. The camp guy said that people still do. He kind of shrugged and was like, yeah, people still take stuff home. But yeah, I'm headed back to Dom. I've walked a little bit past the first group of trees, about a third of the way back down to the next group of trees, just poking around, trying to find shark's teeth, hoping against hope that I find a shark's tooth, and I haven't found one.